Miranda, I wanted to start with you first. Time is never a luxury when you're working on a feature, and it's even rare that the cast has the opportunity to rehearse. How did that process allow you to further tap into your character? Were there new discoveries that were made as you worked alongside your cast?
Yeah, definitely. We didn't have heaps of rehearsal, but we had a few days in that little like pre-production week, and it was really invaluable. We really did like improvise a number of scenes, and then little bits and pieces of stuff that we improvised ended up in the script. It just helped kind of ground the characters, I think, for us, and start, working with each other before we actually committed to anything on film. And because we knew that it was going to be, I think it was like just over 3 weeks that we shot it in. It was really fast. But it never felt like stressful or anything, but it was going to be fast. So it was great to like have that time to just get to know each other a little bit.
Perfect segue to this next question. But Vanessa, Augustus wanted each of the actors to bring themselves to their characters and gave you all the freedom to improvise. Your son Zeke, who plays your son in the film, is especially known for that. How did that not only push you creatively, but allow you to bring your shared experiences and that authenticity to that dynamic?
Oh, for sure. I think that's where the rehearsals really came in handy because we had to create that we were a family, Zeke and I, and then that I had been in contact with this family before the Barrises, right? And so, uh, just in general, Zeke is brings such freshness to um, to the role and such heart. It was so easy to connect with him and to really form this bond and feel like he was part of my family, and that I just felt like very motherly to him. So yeah, I think um, he's natural sweetness and love for his mom, because I also got to meet his parents and watch him be a son. That really helped.
And it comes across on screen as well. Miranda, the tension in this film is created by your character, and the fact that audiences don't know what her true motivations are up until the end of the film. And you brought so much depth to that. Is it more or less challenging when you're playing a character who's more about what's left unsaid than said?
Oh, I love characters where things are left unsaid. I love mystery. I love things not being answered fully. I love coming out of the cinema and debating about your interpretation. I like it when it's
Mm.
not completely laid out for you. So for me as an actor, that's a gift, not to be completely fenced in, that there's heaps of room for interpretation by the audience.
And then Vanessa, there's an emotional moment that happens at the end of the film where your character is talking to her son about the immigrant experience and how she came here to provide him with a better life. And you brought so much nuance to it. As an actress, how did you create this space for yourself to dive into that scene in particular, which I know will resonate with audiences and resonated with you?
Well, first of all, I think that scene, without having to say much because don't want to spoil anything, but that is probably the scene where I saw that I just knew this guy. I knew exactly where she was coming from because even before I read what she was going to say, I thought that's the line that I was going to say. It was something so deep. The connection I felt was so deep when I read the script. I feel like yeah, I definitely, as an immigrant myself, I came to this country with my mom. She's a single mom. Um, we were escaping violence. I'm from Peru, and back when I was a kid, there was a lot of terrorism, a lot of violence. Um, and I remember having this conversation with her, her saying, I feel like I needed to take you away from that because I never knew when it was going to be our time, and
Mm.
we're gonna end up dead from a car bomb, which we had like every day in Lima at one point. So I think I think I understood where she was coming from. And to have this happen to her, immigration kind of just showing up at her door, and upending her life. Immigrants who are undocumented in this country, I don't feel like they feel completely safe, right? But there is a sense of normalcy that you just incorporate that into your life. And all of a sudden, you know, the floor is kind of like pulled from under you. This sense of normalcy, the sense of safety is completely gone. And so, you know, there was some sense of that. I think I understood that, and I brought whatever I could bring from my experiences to Anna.